Welcome to the Creative Corner. Today, let's be artists. We're going to draw the Northern Cardinal. The Northern Cardinal is the state bird of Illinois and is one of the most common birds in Cook County. They can be seen anywhere and everywhere. They are known for their bright red color, orange beak, and the tuft of feathers on the top of their head. Let's get started! First, let's start in the middle of our page and draw a little arch for the beak. This is going to be the top of its beak, and we're going to actually make the right side a little lower than the left side. Then do another arch following the same arch and connect those two together. Next, let's do the bottom of the beak by adding in another line going downward. But this time, we're going to connect it with an arch going the other way. Cardinals use their beaks to eat mostly seeds, insects, and berries. The fruit they eat contains carotenoids, which are natural pigments that can create the reds, oranges, yellows, and pinks found in a bird's feathers. Now that we have the beak, let's start drawing the head. So, we're going to start at this point in the middle of the beak. Then, draw a line that arches all the way up at an angle. Now, use this little back and forth motion to draw in the feathers that stick out from the top of its head. So, draw a line going inward, outward, inward, outward, and just keep on going. This pattern does get a little bit smaller as it goes down. This little tuft of hair on the top of its head is called a crest. There are lots of birds that also have crests, just like the cardinal. Then, draw a line down at an angle just like that. This is going to be where the wing is connected to the body. So, let's draw another arch going the other direction, connecting that point of the wing to the body. Let's start at the bottom of the beak and draw an angled arch connecting all the way down and back. Northern cardinals are not migratory birds. This means they usually live within miles of where they were raised, so you can see them anytime here in Cook County, even in the winter. Usually, you'll see a cardinal sitting in a tree, so let's draw some feet for it to be sitting in a tree branch. You're going to use 3 oval-like shapes for the front of the feet, then draw some more on the other side. Now, let's start drawing the cardinal's tail feathers by drawing lines straight down and then connecting them with round endings. Alright, you're looking good! Let's draw the little top feathers. We can use a little W pattern going across. Then do an alternating W pattern. So instead of starting exactly where you started before, start halfway through the first W, then connect it to the next one. Connect, connect, connect. Then, let's do some longer feathers. Usually birds have lots of different types of feathers in their wings, but let's just make it simple for today and draw straight connecting lines down to the other side of the wing. Now, this part is important. Our cardinal needs to see. So, let's draw its eyes. Draw a small circle close to where the beak is. Then, draw another circle inside of it just to add a highlight. For the dark part of its face, let's start with a line that starts a bit away from the beak, and then follow the shape around where the eye is and go inward. Start following this shape all the way down, around and back, right underneath the beak. Did you know northern cardinals build nests in shrubs, small trees, vines, or briars? They like to nest from 3 to 20 feet above the ground. So, let's draw our cardinal sitting on a branch. We want to start all the way across the page and draw a diagonal line intersecting with the cardinal. Stop right when you get to its belly. Then, start drawing at the bottom of the foot and add another little line here until you get to its tail. Then connect that line from the tail all the way down to the other side of the page. This is going to create some depth to make it look like the cardinal is on the branch. The next line is a lot simpler since we can just draw a line diagonally right next to it, all the way down. Usually on a tree branch, there would be other little branches that stick out. So, let's draw another little branch with 2 lines that stick out. One of the berries that cardinals really like are winter berries. They're a vibrant red just like the cardinal. So, let's draw in a few circles for the berries at the end of our branch. Now, let's draw in some leaves. You can use oval shapes with lines going down the middle. and do this a few times. Add some baby leaves too, just like this. Then, using the same technique, draw a smaller branch on the other side. Northern cardinals have an average lifespan of at least 3 years. However, there have been reports of cardinals growing as old as 15 years. Is that older than you? This is looking amazing! Now, if you want to add some color to your drawing, let's get out some markers or your preferred coloring tools. Let's start with the bright red for the cardinal's body. Male northern cardinals are a radiant red color with a black face, while female northern cardinals are a pale brown with a warm reddish tint. Alright, let's color that in. And let's color in his beak. He has a bright orange beak, so fill in the bottom of its beak orange, but for the top, leave a little room for a yellow highlight. Cardinals use their beaks to make little cheer cheer sounds, as they're called. For many bird species, only the male birds sing. However, both male and female northern cardinals sing. Next, let's use a black marker to fill in the dark part of its face. A lot of times, the cardinal's eyes and dark part of its body blend together, so let's make sure to leave the white highlight so people can still see his eyes. Make sure to use that black marker to color in his feet too. Now let's color in the background and add some details. Just get creative with it. This is looking great! Be sure to share this picture with your family and friends. If you're interested in learning more about the northern cardinal, visit a bird feeder at one of the nature centers in the forest preserves of Cook County. Thanks for joining us in the Creative Corner. We hope you had fun being an artist today. See you next time!